Because if she really didn't care, she wouldn't be looking in the first place. That's the part most people miss. They think attraction is obvious, bold, convenient. Like in movies, a woman sees you, smiles for 3 full seconds, walks over, and makes your life easy. Real life is quieter than that. In real life, interest often looks like interruption. A glance that lasts a little too long. A face that softens, then disappears. Eyes that meet yours, then quickly escape. And if you don't understand what's happening, you'll assume the moment meant nothing. But sometimes that exact move, she stares, then looks away, is the signal. Not because she's playing games, because attention creates pressure. And pressure exposes emotion. When someone feels nothing, they don't need to manage themselves. They don't need to recover. They don't need to break eye contact like they touched something hot. They just look, then move on. So if she looks at you, holds it for a beat, then pulls away the second you notice, it can mean one very important thing. You affected her. Now that doesn't automatically mean she's in love with you. Let's stay sane. It does mean your presence entered her mind differently than everyone else's. That's the first clue. See, most men read attraction like detectives with bad training. They focus on one gesture and demand a verdict. She looked away. Good or bad? She smiled. Good or bad? She fixed her hair. Good or bad? But attraction is rarely one signal. It's a cluster, a pattern, a rhythm. The look away matters most when it happens with tension, when it has a little electricity in it. Not a bored scan, not random eye contact, not the vacant stare people do when they're thinking about emails. This is different. It usually happens in phases. First, she looks when she thinks you won't notice. That's important. Private attention is often more honest than public attention. Anyone can perform interest when the moment is safe, when the room makes it easy, when they know exactly what to do next. But hidden attention is harder to fake. If she keeps checking where you are, if her eyes return to you between conversations, if she watches you when your focus is elsewhere, that tells you something. You're on her mind before you're in her plans. Then comes phase 2. You catch her, and she breaks. She looks down, away, to the side, at her drink, at her phone, at literally anything except you. This is where insecure men ruin the whole read. They think, she looked away. She must be uncomfortable. She must think I'm weird. I should panic internally and become a completely different person. Maybe, but usually discomfort has a different texture. Discomfort closes the body. It hardens the face. It creates distance that stays there. Interest, on the other hand, retreats, then returns. That's the difference. If she looks away and never looks back, fine, leave it alone. But if she looks away, then later finds you again, now you're seeing the full sentence, not just one word. That second look matters, maybe even more than the first. Because the first look can be instinct. The second is a choice. And attraction often lives in the return. This is why the stare then look away moment confuses people so much. It contains two opposite things at once: pull and retreat, curiosity and caution, desire and self-protection. She wants the information. Then she wants to hide the fact that she wanted it. That contradiction is incredibly human, especially when someone actually likes you. Because when attraction is real, people become less smooth, not more. They become self-aware, a little clumsy, a little off-script. That woman who seems composed with everyone else might suddenly act different around the one man she actually cares about. Shorter sentences, quicker exits, random grooming, weird timing, more looking when she thinks you're not looking. This is not lack of confidence. It's emotional exposure, and that changes behavior. Now, let's make this more precise. When does the look away actually mean something? It means more when the eye contact is repeated. More when it happens across time, not just once. More when her face changes before she looks away.
A small smile, a tightened lip, a softer expression. More when her body seems aware of you even when she's not speaking to you. And much more when she becomes subtly more polished in your presence. Posture shifts, hair adjusts, voice changes, energy sharpens. People prepare themselves around people who matter. That's not manipulation. That's biology with manners. But here's the trap. A lot of men see signs and turn them into permission to fantasize. Don't do that. Attraction is not a courtroom victory. It's an opening, nothing more. The point of reading signals is not to build a private love story in your head. The point is to respond with calm, with accuracy, with self-respect. If she stares and looks away, don't punish the moment by becoming intense. Don't lock in and stare back like you're trying to win a duel. Don't rush over with a rehearsed line and nervous energy leaking out of every word. And definitely don't treat one glance like a confession. Do less. That's usually the move. Hold eye contact for a beat. Stay relaxed. Maybe smile, lightly. Then, let the moment breathe. Because the biggest mistake men make with female interest is trying to force certainty too early. But attraction grows best when it feels safe, not cornered. Safe. And safety, strangely enough, is often created by restraint, by not lunging, by not demanding, by not trying to squeeze a clear answer out of an ambiguous moment. If she likes you, your calm will help her come closer. If she doesn't, your calm protects your dignity. You win either way. Now here's the deeper truth most people never talk about. Sometimes she looks away not because she lost interest, but because the interest got too real. That's the insider detail. When a woman feels neutral, eye contact is easy. When she feels something, eye contact can suddenly become expensive. Because now she's not just seeing you. She's wondering if you saw her seeing you. And that tiny layer of self-consciousness changes everything. This is why genuine attraction often hides inside small acts of interruption. The pause. The glance. The recovery. The second look. The almost smile. It's not loud. It's alive. So if she stares, then looks away, don't obsess over the retreat. Watch for the return. That's where the truth usually is. Not in whether she broke eye contact, but in whether, after all that composure, all that caution, all that pretending not to care, her attention finds you again. Because people can control their face for a second. They can control their words for a minute. But attention always tells on them.